This dog's coming at me hard. Man, they are coming at me. Holy cow. He's cool looking, that one in the front. Oh, his head's stuck. Back on the streets. So I've been messing with Facebook ads. I'm setting up a new structure. So I used to have a lot of different campaigns. The reason was, if you guys don't do Facebook ads, the structure's campaigns, and then inside each campaign you have an ad set, and then inside of each ad set you have ads. Well, I used to have a lot of different campaigns because there was a lot of different objectives, because there was a lot of different campaign structures. But now Facebook is really pushing everyone to just use Advantage Plus. So Advantage Plus is basically their audience broad, that they want to use the AI to find the best customer for you. So every single ad will have its own audience based on the targeting that Advantage Plus audience seems to target, convert, and whoever performs the best, they'll become the audience for that ad. So after some thought and discussions with ChatGPT, I decided to make all of my put everything consolidated into one campaign. So I have set up, I already had one campaign, for example, that was a top main campaign. I've always had it. So, but inside of it only had one ad set, and it had like 5 ads inside that ad set. So what I've done is I've added 4 ad sets inside of that campaign. Each one they all have the same objective. They're all set up for conversions, for purchase, but each one has a different creative structure. So I've done flex ads inside of each one except for one of them. One of them is a catalog campaign. So these are all, or ad set, I'm sorry. These are all ad sets inside of one campaign with campaign budget optimization turned on. So these will all be fighting to see who performs the best. We have a catalog in there. We have a flex ad that has 3 creatives that are photos. We have another ad set that is videos, 3 videos, and each one has 2 primary texts and 1 headline. That gives each flex ad 6 different combinations, possible combinations. You don't want to overwhelm the algorithm with too many combinations and too many ad sets and too many ads. So I've started off with 4 or 5 ad sets, and each one has 1 flex ad that can have 6 combinations because it's 2 primary texts, 1 headline, and 3 creatives. If that makes sense. I was a word salad, this whole thing. I don't know, I made it kind of confusing. But you get what I'm saying. You have different campaigns. The campaigns, they compete against themselves. So you're literally bidding against yourself. You could be. It's pretty unlikely that you are because, well, actually it's very likely that you are if they're both set up on Advantage Plus, because Advantage Plus seems to target low-hanging fruit, which is people that Facebook thinks will convert easily. So in the past, Advantage Plus was really annoying because it'll target your current customers, and it'll target them over and over and over, and it really burns out ads. So I always had a manual setup on my campaigns. They were always structured to be broad, but not Advantage Plus. But now I'm trying all Advantage Plus with no exclusions, none. I'm not excluding anybody. I'm not excluding current customers. I'm not excluding purchase in the past 30 days. And the only campaign, I'm only going to have one campaign with all these different ad sets, but there's only going to be one other campaign. That'll just be a retargeting campaign. And I actually have one other campaign, so it'll be 3 total. And the third one is an upsell campaign. It's for people that purchased within the past like 24 hours, and they'll get a special offer, which complements the email and the text that they get after they order, which basically says like, place a second order within the next 24 hours and receive blah, blah, blah. But it's frustrating because when you make these changes, man, sales dump. So we're like negative $3,400 right now. Maybe, I'll throw it up on the screen. Anytime I've ever made changes, I always revert back to my old campaigns. I had like 3 or 4 different campaigns. One was Advantage Plus. One was a manual setup. One was like another Advantage Plus. I had all these campaigns going. But you can't scale that way. It's too busy. It's too messy. To scale, you need to keep it simple. I was scaling. I've scaled for years that way, but I wasn't very efficient. I was inefficient in my scaling because I was bidding against myself. I had multiple objectives. I had all kinds of different creatives. I was basically trying to set up different campaigns for different levels of the customer journey, like different parts of the funnel, the top funnel, mid funnel, bottom funnel, and retarget, which can work. The issue is that it's hard to scale because it's inefficient when you have single creatives and single videos and you're not using Flex, where you're letting Facebook optimize on its own and determine the best combo. And then when you have a single campaign set up like I have now with multiple ad sets inside of one campaign, the issue there is that there's no real control over the funnel. The algorithm won't really distribute the ads based on the customer's journey. They'll distribute the ads based on which one's more likely to convert for whatever the objective that you've defined is, which mine would be conversions, purchase. So, for example, if I have 5 ad sets, and all 5 ad sets, each ad set has a different style. Like, let's say one of the ad sets is customer testimonials, and one of the ad sets is top of funnel, like descriptive about the brand, but it doesn't have a discount code. And then one of the ad sets has a bunch of images with discount codes. It's kind of more of a bottom funnel retargeting, or like push them to convert. Facebook isn't going to really know that which one those are, and it's just going to serve the one that's more likely to get the person to buy. So the one with the discount code most likely will be served to everyone, including current customers. That's the only downside to this structure. You can get strategic with exclusions, so I could exclude people who purchased in the past 30 days, or current customers, or people who visited the website within 10 days, or however you want to exclude, you can. But I'm interested to see if my CPM, my cost per thousand view impressions, is lowest with no exclusions. Because I've noticed that every time you give Facebook directions, it increases the cost. Because it has to think more and it has to do more work to exclude specific groups of people. When you set it free, it does its thing over time. The issue is that I never give it enough time, not just to get out of the learning phase, but to collect enough data to know where to go and who to show it to. I always get impatient because, like I just showed you, we're negative 3,400. I always get impatient because I'm losing too much money that I shut them off and I turn back on our old campaigns. And of course the old campaigns are going to perform well because they have data from years and years and years. So I'm going to let these ones run. I'm not going to shut them off even if I'm losing money. We'll see what happens. Appreciate everybody following the channel. If you guys aren't into e-commerce or Facebook ads and you're still watching, I appreciate you guys watching. Sometimes it can be interesting. You never know. Maybe later on you'll get into something like this and you'll be like, oh, I remember talking about that. Who knows? But I appreciate you guys watching the channel. I know I'm kind of all over the place. We've got cars, e-commerce, investing, family, vlogs, travel. I'm not really sure what this channel is, but appreciate you guys watching it. Figured I'd come by and check out the cars. They've got a GT3 RS red. Check it out. 993. That's a nice color too. Oh, look at the brake light. That's a 1995, I think. See the brake light bar going across the back? Man, that's nice. Then we got a black GT2 RS. Man, that thing is clean. Carbon fiber all on the hood. It's got the tow hook on the front. Then we've got the 991 GT3. There's that black 991 I was talking about that I was looking at through the window. That thing is nice. I like it. Look, they're getting in it. They're gonna get it. They're going on a road test. That thing is clean. I love black cars with alloy wheels. So what do you guys think is gonna happen with the stock market? It dropped 1,000 points on recession fears. Hey, remember what Buffett said? Be greedy when people are fearful and be fearful when people are greedy. Stocks are dropping, crypto's dropping, everything's dropping. I think the only thing that can turn this around in the short term is if Powell cuts rates. I think the meeting is close, isn't it? Isn't it like March 15th or something? If Powell cuts rates, that kind of news will change things for sure. Look at this. Look at everything she's cooking. This looks like turkey. Is this turkey or chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken. Look at all this. Loading up the BMX bike in the F250. Oh, trying to squeeze it in there. I got the coffee. Feeling slightly dialed, even though the website's so negative. But you win some and you lose some. I'm missing the 992. I was thinking about hitting up Vito, see how he's doing with it.
Hey Chris, so I did a full decon wash on your Porsche with iron remover, clay bar, the whole 9 yards to see the actual paint, and I don't think it's possible for us to do a clear PPF on it. I mean, all the circles you're seeing, those are the bigger rock chips, really obvious ones. And besides them, your whole hood, all the white dots, all the salt peppered look, those are all chips, and they will all be visible underneath your paint protection film, clear one. It goes around the whole side. Obviously there's some damage up here, even onto the mirror caps. This, I do have a PDI guy coming Wednesday to take a look and fix this, so that will be fixed, but obviously you cannot fix the actual paint that's gone. Right here there's a whole bunch right above this factory PPF. There's a whole bunch of chips, and it's starting to rain. Even on the spoiler there's a few. This side same thing, right above the PPF factory one on the door on the top. This side skirt obviously is, this would have to be repainted, which would cost a lot to get it full repainted and then PPF. Okay, so the options I'm seeing for your Porsche, if you're looking, your goal is to keep it black like it is right now, gloss black, and there is options. This way I'll be able to actually send the running paint on that side skirt down, but not have to repaint it, so it saves you a lot of money. The same would work out this little damage, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Avoid having to repaint this whole side of the bumper. Also, you know, like this, it would cover that up. And main thing is, all these rock chips will be gone. You will start with the black new slate, and that is gloss black PPF. You've seen on my Instagram stories and stuff, I do Cybertrucks in this piano black gloss PPF. This is PPF, 10-year warranty, just like all the other PPF. And there's also even a satin black PPF option. This is not vinyl, but this is actual PPF. It's a little bit darker than your wife's 67. So these, and the other option is obviously satin black wrap, like on your wife's 67 with ceramic coating on top. You can put ceramic coating on both of those as well to make them even easier and glossier and easier to clean. Or there's also ultra gloss vinyl black. If you're looking for black, you know, send you the prices so you can see both, because obviously vinyl is more affordable compared to PPF. So be on the lookout for the pricing on that.
So let me know what you guys think. I think I'm going with the black PPF, but leave some comments.
Ooh. All right. Woo. This is light work. Come on, spill the tea. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Woo. This is light work. Come on, spill the tea.